Welcome everybody to RGTV. I am Kelvin, and today I will be reviewing The Spectacular Now. Honestly, The Spectacular Now, I can say, is one of the best movies of 2013, and I feel very sad for myself that I did not get to see this movie in theaters, and I had to wait to see it on the internet. But after watching it on the internet, I have to say that now The Spectacular Now is my favorite romance movie out there, and I will be buying it on Blu-ray for sure because this is a must-have in my opinion. Now, one of the things I like about The Spectacular Now is it feels very human and realistic. It doesn't feel Hollywoodized. It feels human-like. When you watch the movie, you can relate to the characters in the film. And the movie stars Miles Teller as Sutter Kelly and Shailene Woodley as Amy Finnecky. And I gotta tell you, Shailene Woodley, she gives an Oscar-worthy performance in this film. And for those of you that don't know, she's actually one of my favorite actresses out there, and she makes my top 5 on my favorite actresses list. She is just so damn amazing in this movie, and I don't know about you guys, but Shailene Woodley, she is very attractive without makeup. She's really pretty in this movie. She's a beautiful female, and the fact that she doesn't even wear makeup in this movie is like wow, like she's a keeper. Now, Shailene Woodley plays Amy Finnecky, and Amy Finnecky is not your cheerleader, like that popular girl in high school. She's that girl who she's cute, but not a lot of guys realize it. But she reads manga. She doesn't do sports and stuff, but she's smart and she's artistic and all that stuff. And that's something that anyone can relate to for those that are not like the popular kids or for those guys out there that, are not the popular guys, but they can relate to in a situation like this where they know a pretty girl when they see one that's not a cheerleader and all that stuff. And Miles Teller plays a Sutter Kelly where he's basically the party lifestyle guy where he goes to the parties, he's like the popular guy, he's drinks and some people think he's a joke and all that stuff. And Miles Teller has been playing that type of character in movies, but in this one, it's nice to see him blossom out and mature into a character. And I gotta say, Miles Teller really impressed me in this movie, and I can now see that he's a really good actor, in my opinion. Miles Teller, I feel, is underrated after I seen him in this movie because the first movie I seen him in was Divergent, which he wasn't bad. He played like a bad guy and stuff, not the main villain or anything, but he plays like kind of like an asshole character, and he's really blossomed and matured into this film. And it's funny because Miles Teller I thought was someone that wasn't a great actor until I seen him in this film, so I'm glad that I was proven wrong. And another good thing about this movie is that it's normal teenagers with everyday problems. Amy Finnecky and Sutter Kelly, they're two characters that don't come from perfect families. They have broken families, and that's why they relate to each other in this movie. And you have a girl who reads manga, who draws and all that stuff, and then you have this guy who's the party lifestyle and all that stuff. And Sutter Kelly, he just broke up with his girlfriend, so he's kind of he's a little different in the movie, but Sutter Kelly and Amy Finnecky come together and they're like a yin and yang to me. And one of the things I like about Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley in this movie is that it's probably the most realistic love scenes I've ever seen ever in a movie, and it amazes me of how good it is. And the dialogue with the cast in this movie is also interesting and very heartbreaking at the same time. When you see this film, you will understand what I'm talking about. But like every time something is going on in this movie, it's actually interesting. It's intriguing. It's actually fun to watch. And one of the things that this movie did to me was it made me feel very uncomfortable at certain parts of the movie. And that's how realistic the movie is to me. That I felt uncomfortable at certain parts. And that's how you know a movie's doing a good job when it makes you feel uncomfortable. Not because it's embarrassing or anything, but because you can relate to these characters. Because I'm pretty sure to anyone who sees the movie, you've probably been through one of the things that these characters have been through. But it's like you really understand how the characters feel and you can relate to them, which is truly amazing. The movie also has good humor in it, which I really enjoyed. Uh, what's another thing in this movie that forget? The movie's not Hollywoodized too. Basically, where it's like, uh, I don't know, like kind of like Twilight. You know, that's like a romantic movie, but Twilight isn't realistic and all that stuff. But the Spectacular now, it's like that, and the score for this movie, which is the music, it fits in well with this movie too. And honestly, if you're in a relationship with someone in real life, you can watch this movie with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and you will see that there are a lot of things worth having in a relationship, and you can see the downfalls to when being in a relationship and having everyday normal problems in your life. And this is a movie I recommend to anyone who's in a relationship or anyone that likes romance movies. For me, I can guarantee you that this movie will probably make your top five for favorite romance movies out there. This movie was truly incredible, and I am truly sad that I did not get to see this in theaters. But watch this movie. You can watch it on the internet, or you can be a well, I don't know what the word is, but you can go in stores, buy it on Blu-ray DVD, which is better because obviously you don't have to stream, you don't have to waste megabits and all that stuff. But this is a movie that is worth watching and definitely worth having. So if you have not seen The Spectacular now, I recommend you go see it. Shane Lee Woodley, Oscar-worthy performance. Miles Teller proved to me that he can actually act as an actor. Phenomenal movie, great score, very emotional scenes, good story, very great dialogue. So that is my review of The Spectacular. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys have seen the movie, comment down below and let me know what you thought about the movie. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a nice day.